All right, Mr. Sale, you've got both felony and misdemeanor charges. Felony matter is unlawful flight from a law enforcement officer. It's like you're on release for a felony. You're in custody on other charges. State's asking for a no bond hold. So we're gonna set a no bond hearing. That'll be July 3rd at 2:30. And preliminary hearing is gonna be July 9th at 1:30, and we're gonna appoint the public defender to represent you.
I tell them that I already have it.
Yes.
Your Honor, I already have an attorney appointed.
Okay,
Would you like his name? Do I need?
is it the public defender?
I believe he's a private attorney, but he's appointed by the state, Stan Fitzgerald.
I don't know who that is. Anyway, it'll be straightened out later. If you already have an attorney that you're gonna stick with, it'll be straightened out.
Okay.
All right, so let's move on here. Let's see. You've got some misdemeanor cases in Tucson City Court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Disorderly conduct, trespassing, assault, contributing, and disorderly conduct. Disorderly conduct, criminal damage. These are all recent cases, but you failed to appear in court.
Yes.
I'll note the other holds, and step bond in these cases in the amount of $200, and we're going to appoint the city public defender to represent you there. Don't have any contact with any victims. Don't return to any of the locations. And we will set. I'm sorry? Video. These are not DV, are they?
Yeah. No, I don't see a DV.
I'm seeing DV. Yes. No, well, they're mine, I guess.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
You want me to get the not DVD? Oh, we're gonna put them to the video review now.
So July 18th at 1:45 is the video. Okay, so someone from the city public defender will be with you. And you'll be seen on video July 18th at 1:45 on the city stuff. Okay, you're excused. You're welcome.
And Your Honor, has Spanish interpreter needs been verified?
Are there any Spanish speakers there that we'll see?
No, you're not. It's not.
Okay, thank you. The interpreter is excused then.
Thank you. Good night, sir.
Right.
And then, Your Honor,
Yes.
you didn't hear that Ruben Prime refused, right?
No, I did not hear that. If I hear it now. Let's see.
Is Douglas, Celestine in the hospital still?
He's still in the hospital, yes.
Okay.
And then, Andrew
Hold on, because I
around,
need a moment to reset this stuff. Okay, crime reviews. Okay, and what's the third one now?
Andrew Angevine in felonies, he's currently out.
He's out?
He's at the hospital, Your Honor.
Oh, he's in the hospital today. Thank you. So we will reset him as well.
Sir, get your hands out of your shirt. Ooh.
Okay, we got it. All right. Hello, sir. What's your name?
My name is Jared Wade Shuck, sir.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Jared Wade Shuck.
Okay, thank you. Got a couple of warrants out of Pima County Justice Court. One is on a shoplifting matter and the other one is on a domestic violence disorderly conduct matter. All right, I'm gonna set $100 bonds on those. You're gonna be seeing on those tomorrow. I'm sorry, not tomorrow, but Monday, rather, at 1 p.m. on video. Attorney William Parvin is representing you on those. And then you've got several matters in Tucson City Court. See, from today, drug paraphernalia and trespassing. June 21st, trespassing and drug paraphernalia. June 27th, trespassing and jaywalking. June 28th, trespassing. July 15th of last year, drug paraphernalia, and you failed to appear a couple of different times on that one. Drug paraphernalia from August of last year, you failed to appear on that one as well, twice. Drug paraphernalia from August 23rd, again, failures to appear. Drug paraphernalia from October 23rd, failure to appear. Drug paraphernalia from October 23rd again, and failure to appear. Trespassing and drug paraphernalia from November 2023, failures to appear. Drug paraphernalia from May of this year, failure to appear. And trespassing from May of this year, and failure to appear. All right, no alcohol or drugs, don't go back to the locations or contact with victims. And bond set at 500. City public defender to represent you. Video review is July 8th at 1:45 for the city. You're excused.
That's not up. You can go ahead and sit down.
This afternoon,
Hello, what's your name?
the Honorable Jeffrey Adair?
Adair?
Yes.
Okay, one moment. Oh. All right, sir, you were cited today for trespassing. You were cited back in 2019 for trespassing. Another one from 2019 trespassing. You failed to appear on those, by the way. Trespassing, this one is from 2020, failure to appear. In 2022, you were in the park after hours, failed to appear. Criminal trespass, this one is from February of this year, failed to appear. And trespassing, this one is from June 5th of this year, and you failed to appear. So we'll order no alcohol or drugs. Don't go back to any of these locations or have contact with victims.
You got a deal?
Bond is set at 350. City public defender is representing you. Next court date is video review, July 8th at 1:45. Okay, you're excused.
Just give me this on, come and see.
Good evening, what's your name?
Christina Fraico.
You're charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and domestic violence assault. In order that you have no contact with Ismael Arantes and that you stay away from his home and workplace, do not commit any acts of domestic violence. I'm releasing you with these conditions. Your court date at Tucson City Court is August 13th at 1:30. You're excused. Welcome.
She released? All right, so go ahead and sit down there, you know, red chair.
Hello, what's your name?
Aaron Heriberto Ramirez.
All right, you've got a new charge of possession of drug paraphernalia. This is from today. So we'll order no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't go back to the location. And what else do we have? March 3rd of this year, you were cited for drug paraphernalia, obstruction, and prescription-only drug possession without a prescription. You failed to appear on May 6th. You were represented by counsel. They withdrew. And you were on probation for domestic violence. There's a petition to revoke your probation alleging, number one, that on or about December 14th, you failed to report to the adult probation department within 72 hours after being released from jail. And number two, on or about January 5th of this year, you failed to notify the adult probation department of your new address. Current whereabouts at the time of the petition were unknown. You're going to enter denial of those allegations. Bond is set in the amount of $2,499. The city public defender is appointed to represent you. And video review is July 12th at 1:45. You're excused. Is there a problem with this one?
You were trying to do 6 and the problem did the computer, but that's set.
Oh,
That's why I didn't want to toss it out.
oh, okay. Yeah, we haven't seen this person.
No.
All right. Hello, what's your name?
Misty?
Misty. Do you have another name to go with that?
Lamb Wiggly Moore?
Okay, thank you. All right, so today you were cited for trespassing and possession of drug paraphernalia. June 25th, you were cited for trespassing, indecent exposure. May 15th of last year, trespassing and shoplifting, and you failed to appear in court. September of last year, shoplifting, trespassing, and disorderly conduct, and failure to appear in court. February of this year, trespassing and failure to appear in court. In May of this year, trespassing, drug paraphernalia, and disorderly conduct. And this last one is June of this year, trespassing, littering, and failure to appear. No contact with victims, don't go back to the incident location, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. Bond is set at 500. City public defenders appointed. Video review is July 9th at 1:45. You're excused.
All right, go ahead, stand up. Oh my God.
200. This way, just all over.
Hello, what's your name?
Eric Fuentes.
Okay. Mr. Fuentes, you're charged with possession of dangerous drugs. And we're going to release you the supervision of pretrial services, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't go back to the location. Cooperate with pretrial services. We're also going to schedule you in a smart court. And that court date is July 8th at 9. And I have a statement here that I need to read to you, followed up by a question. You appear to be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that only requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes. Yes.
So we'll schedule you into STEPS. Preliminary hearing is going to be scheduled, excuse me, for August 29th. At 1:30, and the public defender is appointed to represent you.
Okay.
You also have a citation, misdemeanor driving under the influence and reckless driving. I'm going to release you on that with orders, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and don't drive without a valid license. And Pima County Justice Court date is July 30th at 8:30. All right, you're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, what's your name?
Good evening. My name is Juan Hernandez.
One moment. You're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 5 counts, as well as discharging a firearm within city limits.
Yes, sir.
Order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, don't possess any firearms or other weapons, no contact with the alleged victims, and stay away from the incident location. County attorney is requesting a $60,000 bond with pretrial services supervision. If that bond is posted, let's hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, he's 18. He's living with his grandmother and enrolled in a GED program. He was not a prohibited possessor at the time that this happened, and there are no guns in his grandmother's home where he lives. He's working full-time at a job helping people. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson with ties to the community, and he has family members here. I'd ask for all these reasons that the court consider releasing him to pretrial services or set a $5,000 bond.
Okay, thank you. Let's hear from the county attorney.
Your Honor, the defendant has an NBCA flag. The concern is there was multiple victims in this case. The inherent nature, he is a threat to the community. At early hours, there was a gun that was discharged 4 times. Multiple individuals went outside their home, but apparently he was looking for individuals in particular from a resident. When they did come out, he did point at his gun at their general direction and discharge his weapon 2 additional times. A higher fine will be appropriate. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, 60,000 with pretrial services supervision if posted. Next court date is July 9th at 1:30. Public defender appointed, and you're excused.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Your Honor, if we may waive reading of the charges on the next one.
Okay. Hello, what's your name, sir?
Here, Mike Taylor Jones.
I apologize, this isn't the case that I intended to waive reading on, Your Honor.
It is the case or not the case?
It is not, sorry.
Not the case, okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Jones, you have a fugitive warrant out of Tarrant County District Court in Texas. And there is no bond amount listed.
Are they expediting, Your Honor?
All right, just hold on, sir. Because you have multiple warrants, possession of a firearm by a felon. County attorney's asking for a $50,000 bond with pretrial services supervision. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, I don't have a lot of information about the charges or this defendant. It does look like 2023 is when the warrant had issued, and I'd ask that the bond be set at $10,000.
And we'll hear from the county attorney.
Your Honor, the defendant has 8 prior convictions. The concern is that the state of Texas did note on their warrant a no bond amount. The recommendation comes based also in addition that he also has other pending warrants that he needs to be served.
All right, thank you. All right, no alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Bond set 50,000, pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. Next court date, July 3rd, 2:30, and the legal defender is appointed. And there's another matter that we'll get to in a moment.
what?
engage in extremely disruptive behavior, which is actually disorderly conduct.
I was arrested at the airport.
Right, this is, the misdemeanor charge. No contact with victims, stay away from the incident location. And on this misdemeanor case, I'm gonna release you and give you a court date of July 5th at 1 o'clock on video.
This is wrong. They should have gave
All
me
right,
that.
you're excused. And that's Pima County Justice Court, by the way. You're excused.
So Texas isn't coming to get me.
I would expect that Texas is coming to get you.
That was a real help.
They told me after I got it for they let me out of the storage cell. I had no clothes.
One second. Oh, what?
I have to get you doors.
I'm really happy. I got the car goes, all right.
Well, this, I never know the city here. Listen.
Hello, what is your name?
Hi, good evening, Yvette Lopez.
Lopez, you are charged with endangerment and criminal damage. Pretrial Services recommends releasing you. The county attorney is requesting a $10,000 bond with pretrial services supervision. If posted, we'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, she has no criminal history. Pretrial services is recommending release on recognizance. I'd ask for release on recognizance or pretrial services.
And we'll hear from the county attorney.
Your Honor, the recommendation is based on the defendant's BAC, looks like it was a .197. She was driving and collided with another vehicle who was in the intersection. There were significant damages in addition to victim did sustain injuries. And that's the basis for the recommendation, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons, and do not drive without a valid license. You are going to be released with supervision of pretrial services, and your next court date is July 19th at 1:30. And we'll appoint the county public defender to represent you. No contact with victims. You're excused.
Who's not here now in the theater?
Hello, what's your name?
Hey, my name's Taylor Metro.
So you're charged, excuse me, you're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia and narcotic drug. We're gonna order no alcohol or drugs and don't return to location. I have a statement that I'm gonna read to you, followed up by a question, answer, either yes or no. I can find it. You appear to be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that only requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report, excuse me, will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes.
We'll schedule you into STEPS, also in the Smart Court, which is gonna be July 8th at 9 o'clock, and preliminary hearing is August 29th at 1:30. The public defender is appointed to represent you and cooperate with pretrial services. You're excused.
Thank you.
Welcome. Hello, your name?
Rondell Rivers.
Charged with weapons misconduct. We will order that you not possess any firearms or other weapons. And you are on release from another matter, and the county attorney is asking that I hold you without bond. No bond hearing is July 3rd at 2:30. Preliminary hearing is July 9th at 1:30, and the public defender is appointed. You're excused.
Hey, here it is.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Good.
So,
Hello, what is your name?
Brian Kelly.
Brian, what's the last name?
O'Kelly.
O'Kelly. Thank you. Charged with being prohibited possessor of a firearm. You do have a Department of Corrections hold. No order, no alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons. County attorney is asking for a $15,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if posted. We'll hear from defense counsel.
He's a lifelong resident of Tucson with ties to the community. He does already have these other holds. I'd ask that you set the bond in this at $2,000.
Any further from the state?
The only thing that I'll note, Your Honor, is that he has 4 holds for absconding on 4 separate cases for parole, and he has multiple priors.
Bond is set at 15,000 with pretrial services supervision if posted. Your next court date is July 9th at 1:30, and the public defender is appointed. You also have a misdemeanor case in Tucson City Court, which is trespassing, and you failed to appear on that matter. Set bond in the amount of $200, appoint the city public defender, and set a video review for July 8th at 1:45. You're excused.
And Your Honor, I do apologize if we can go back to Mr. Rivers. I looked at his case. It wasn't generated in our system yet. I mistakenly looks like he was sentenced on Friday. So that matter, he's not on release, so respectfully ask for a bond.
Mr. Who now?
That's
Rivers.
Okay, I hear several people talking at once. One person? What's the name?
Number 13, Your Honor, Rivers.
Rivers, okay. Didn't I set a bond in his case?
We set a no bond, Your Honor. That was the state's recommendation, but looks like he had his hearing yesterday, and I just verified that he was sentenced because we had a warrant, but that was for a prior hearing, so he was present this Friday.
Okay.
So technically, he's on probation now.
What do you recommend as a bond then?
Your Honor, we can do a $10,000 bond for that matter. He was just recently placed on probation yesterday, and now he's before the court with the firearm.
All right. Is there any objection?
No.
Okay, $10,000 bond, same court date, same public defender.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your name, sir? In the chair there. Hello?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
Your name?
Daniel Sands.
Sands, thank you. Mr. Sands, you're charged with possession of narcotics, drug possession of narcotics paraphernalia. And you have a Department of Corrections hold. County attorney's asking for a $3,500 bond with pretrial services supervision for time credit and also smart court. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, this is a personal use drug matter, and he does have that DOC hold, so he's not being released regardless of the bond recommendation tonight. I'd ask you to set the bond on this at $1,000.
All right. Any further from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, $1,000 bond with pretrial services supervision. And smart court is July 8th at 9. Preliminary hearing is July 9th at 1:30. Public defender appointed. Don't go back to the incident location, no alcohol or drugs. There's a couple of misdemeanor cases in Tucson City Court. In 2021, drug paraphernalia fails to appear. And from 2022, drug paraphernalia plus obstruction and failure to appear. We'll note the other holds. $200 bond. City public defender appointed. Video reviewed July 8th, 1:45. You're excused.
Sense.
Scott,
Go ahead, stand up. Got your paperwork, let's go.
Hello, what is your name?
I'm Scott. I'm sorry, Anna Scott.
Okay. You're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia and possession of narcotic drug. Order no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't go back to the location. You are released to the supervision of pretrial services. Cooperate with them. We are also scheduling you into Smart Court. Smart Court is July 8th at 9, and preliminary hearing is July 9th at 1:30. The public defender is appointed for your case. You're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a seat, Brenda.
Hello, what's your name?
Dallas Tyler.
You said Tyler?
Yes, Dallas Tyler.
Dallas Tyler, okay. All right, you are charged with organized retail theft and possession of drug paraphernalia. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no contact with victims, do not return to any Walmart store. We're going to release you the supervision of pretrial services, cooperate with them. Next court date is July 9th at 1:30. Public defender appointed. You also have a warrant out of Pima County Justice Court on a shoplifting case. I'm releasing you on that matter as well. And your court date there is July 30th at 9 o'clock. Pima County Justice Court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That first one we did, I have to change the date. That's July 19th at 1:30. This is Dallas Tyler.
Yes, Your Honor.
I gave him the wrong date. So we've changed it. Okay, and then you've got Tucson City Court. You were charged with assault with injury, 2 of them, and trespassing. This was in February, and you didn't appear in court.
How did I get a warrant?
I'm sorry?
How did I get a warrant for my arrest for the July 30th case?
I'm not understanding your question. You got a warrant because you didn't come to court. Anyway, we're gonna release you from this, on this case. No contact with victims, stay away from the location. And your court date is August 7th at 9 o'clock a.m. Make sure you're there, Tucson City Court. You're excused. And then this one, we continued.
Yeah, I knew this misdemeanor. Eventually.
A vaginal veg, whatever. Why are we was he a refusal or was he in the hospital? Okay,
Oh. That's up. 6.
And you already had that.
right, but I didn't, sign the city paperwork. I thought I gave it to you, but apparently
No,
I
you gave
didn't.
it to somebody else.
I did?
Yes, because I gave it back. in
Oh,
the
that's
same-
the one, okay, all right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Judge.
Right.
Thank you. Off the record.
Okay.